Imagine falling for your teacher and finding out she's secretly obsessed with a fictional ninja boyfriend. That looks exactly like you. Before we begin, subscribe or I'll tell your mum about your search history. Our story starts in the teacher's lounge, where our beloved homeroom teacher, Miss Tanaka, a 24-year-old with the patience of a saint, calls in one of her students. His name? Mirai. 17 years old, and apparently a full-time menace with a part-time crush. She tells him straight up, "Cut the nonsense. Why the heck didn't you fill out your college application properly? With your grades, you could waltz into a top university." Mirai, being Mirai, replies with a poker face, "I did fill it out correctly." And she's like, "Oh really? Because if you keep this up, I'm calling your parents." That's when he hits her with the deadliest line in anime romance history. "I swear, I've never messed around. Not even once in my life." Then she pulls out the form he submitted, waves it in his face, and points to the section about future career goals. And guess what this absolute legend wrote? "I want to marry Miss Tanaka." Miss Tanaka stares at him like he just confessed to being Batman. "Are you seriously serious right now?" she asks, completely dumbfounded. And Morai, the smooth criminal, says, "Yeah, I know you can't accept it. I know why, but I can't help how I feel." This poor teacher is spiraling. Meanwhile, she's mentally off in another dimension thinking, "I need to wrap this up and get home fast. My otome game's waiting for me." Yes, she's a hardcore dating sim gamer. She's not planning her career, she's planning which fictional Bishunen to marry next. Mirai, totally oblivious to her inner crisis, thanks her for the career advice and leaves like a champ. Next day, boom, new look. He hits the salon, chops his hair, and dyes it bright yellow. Full anime protagonist mode activated. Back in class, Tanaka-sensei lectures him about how crucial this year is for his future. "This is your second year of high school. Your grades now are going to shape your entire life." And Mirai just nods, like, "I get it. Actually, my grades have never been higher." Then he drops the bomb again. "Oh, and by the way, I love you. Please marry me." In front of the whole class. Tanaka.exe has stopped working. She quickly tells him to come to the teacher's lounge after class. They need to talk. Cut to the lounge. While waiting for him, she's having another mental breakdown, thinking about her favorite character from her otome game, a dreamy teacher named Hito Twos. Then Mirai walks in, and she just freezes for 2 full minutes. The hair, the vibe, the energy. He looks exactly like her 2D crush, Hito Twos. It's like her game character came to life and is now standing in front of her, asking for her hand in marriage. She's trying so hard not to fangirl or pass out. Somehow, she keeps her cool and tells him to come tomorrow with a different hair dye. "Why?" he asks. "You don't like blonde guys." She responds, "That's not the point. Stop messing with me." But Mirai says with a dead serious face, "I'm not messing with you. I'm in love with you." At this point, Tanaka completely loses it. "I'm not joking with you. Everything I'm saying is for your own good." But instead of calling him Mirai, she slips and calls him Hitotsubashi, the name of the Otomi character. Everyone at school starts buzzing. What the heck happened to Mirai? Why this sudden glow up? And Mirai's response, something tiny called love. That answer hits harder than his new hairstyle. His friends are floored. "Wait, do you even know what love is?" "Of course," he says. "I've known for a long time." "Okay then, who is it?" He takes a deep breath and says, "Miss Tanaka." Everyone gasps in collective anime shock. Why? Because Miss Tanaka isn't just any teacher. She's known as Tsuko, the Iron Mask, the untouchable queen of the school, homeroom teacher of the top class, and the reigning champ of the Scariest Teacher Alive award. First place, no contest. Naturally, his friends give him one piece of advice. "Dude, abort mission, just walk away." But Mirai? Nah, he's built different. One friend says, "Winning her heart is harder than conquering Osaka Castle." Another chimes in, Bro, collecting 9 Dragon Balls is easier than this. But no matter what anyone says, Mirai's locked in. Heart set, mission clear, no turning back. Back in class, Miss Tanaka dropped the news like a pop quiz from hell. There's going to be an exam, and whoever scores low, congratulations, you've just won a summer vacation full of extra classes. As everyone groaned in despair, Morai made his move. He followed her out of class and said, "Hey, can I ask you something about the summer school schedule?" Yeah. The man hadn't even failed the exam yet, and he was already planning on attending remedial lessons, voluntarily. Tanaka, baffled. Why? You're doing fine in all your classes. Your grades are solid. And Mirai, once again proving he's got the brain of a poet and the heart of a simp, says, "It's not about the lessons. I just want to see you." Boom. Direct hit. You could see her internal firewall starting to overheat. Then he smiled and said, "Thanks." That's it. One smile and a thank you. And Tanaka froze like someone hit her with a stun grenade. This can't be happening, she thought. Girl was sliding into his trap faster than she'd like to admit. Trying to shake it off, she noticed a bruise on his face. "What happened to you?" "Oh, that? I got into a fight with Tao." She blinked. "Wait, you have a brother?" "Nope. Tao's just my roommate. Also, he's a cat." A cat. And before she could process that emotional whiplash, Mirai pulled out his phone and started showing her pictures of Tao, his adorable feline partner in crime. Tanaka, being a certified cat girl, immediately softened. He showed her everything. What the cat eats, how it acts, probably even its star sign. And then, smooth as butter, he said it again. "I love you." At first, she was vibing with him, like, genuinely enjoying the moment. But the second he dropped the L word, her whole vibe shifted like a plot twist at the end of an episode. "Ahem, let's stay on topic," she muttered, trying to reset the conversation. Mirai, now realizing he went a little too far too fast, apologized for letting his feelings slip. Again. But fate wasn't done messing with them yet. After school, they bumped into each other, in the neighborhood bathhouse. Tanaka saw him and froze. Mirai saw her and nearly passed out. His teacher, in his bathhouse, the one he's been going to since he was a kid. Turns out, she's been using the same place ever since she moved back into town. She told herself, "Okay, we're keeping a safe distance. I'll just leave before he gets close." But Mirai, naturally, did the anime thing, and jumped right next to her like it was nothing. She was seriously starting to believe he was some sort of NPC that spawns wherever she goes. Then he drops this. "I have 3 questions for you. First question. Are you seeing anyone right now?" Tanaka blinked. Hard. She tried dodging the question like a pro, but eventually, after being worn down by his relentless energy, she muttered, "No, I'm not dating anyone." And Morai lit up. "That's a relief." Tanaka. "How is that a relief to you?" Mirai. "Well, it's a natural reaction, because I'm in love with you." Again with the heart-piercing lines. She looked at him, and suddenly saw her Otome game crush, Hito 2's, staring back at her. Then came question number 2. Who is Hito Tutus? Oh no. Panic mode. Activated. She started sweating. "That thing I said at school? Doesn't matter. Not important. Goodbye." She stood up to leave, but Mirai gently grabbed her hand. "One more question." "What is it?" "Why won't you look me in the eyes?" And in her head, she's screaming, "Because you look just like the guy I'm dating in my game." At that point, her brain just gave up, and her nose exploded in a full-on anime nosebleed. So Morai, being a gentleman, carried her home. Later, in the teacher's lounge, Tanaka called him in. She thanked him for taking her home, but then got serious again. "Listen, I need you to stop loving me." Morai. "Can't do that." She started to lose it. "Do you even understand what marriage means? This isn't a joke." He answered like a wise old sage trapped in a teenage body. Marriage means two people becoming one and living their whole lives together. That's serious. I'd never joke about that. And honestly, as someone who only cared about football and snacks in high school, I gotta say, respect. Tanaka still wasn't convinced. You're in high school. You don't even have a career plan yet. Mirai, I don't care about that right now. What matters is, I love you. And love always wins. She tried explaining that feelings change, but Mirai clapped back with a response that hit like emotional judo. If feelings can change, then that means there's a chance you could fall in love with me someday. And if I give up on that chance now, then everything I've lived for up to this point would have been meaningless. Mike. Drop. Tanaka, visibly shaken, called it an over-exaggeration. But when she looked in his eyes, really looked, she froze again. Like Cupid himself just sniped her heart. All she could say was, if you want to love me, fine. Do what you want. But I will never fall for you. And Mirai, he just smiled. I'll love you forever, no matter what. Cut to two girls watching this from the shadows like it's reality TV. Hitomi Nishifuji, 16, and Yuka Nishifuji, also 16, sisters and members of the official Mirai fan club. Yes, you read that right. This boy has his own fan club, and the girls are on a mission. Apparently, word got out that Mirai's had a total personality shift lately, so they decided to investigate. First stop, his friends. But just as they were about to start interrogating people, boom, Mirai walks in. It's lunchtime. He's heading to meet his two best friends, because no matter how many emotional bombs he drops, a man's still gotta eat. When the two girls saw Mirai walk in, they legit froze. It was their first time seeing him since the transformation, and even though they were looking right at him, they couldn't believe it. Wait, is it just me, or does he really look like Hito Tutus? The second Mirai heard that name, Hito Tutus, it was like someone hit him with a bolt of lightning. He stopped dead in his tracks. Did you just say Hito Tutus? They nodded. Yeah, why? Mirai dragged them to a restaurant. And not just any restaurant. Not McDonald's. Not Burger King. We're talking about BBC Donald's. Anyway, once they sat down, Mirai went full detective mode. Who is this Hito Tutus? They explained. Hito Tutus, aka the Midnight Angel, is a ninja warrior from the Daisy Army, a character in a legendary otome game called Automation, Joku Kai Emika. Now here's the kicker. When Mirai heard the full description of the game, he was confused. Wait, what's an otome game? It took a second, but someone explained. It's like a dating simulator, but for girls. You go on a romantic adventure with fictional characters. And that's when everything clicked. Mirai realized the woman he's head over heels for had accidentally called him Hito Tutus, meaning she sees him the same way she sees her fictional crush, a dude from a dating game. His friends instantly picked up on it. Bro, she's into dating sims, you're her type. But the girls, totally lost. They were still stuck on the part where Mirai, of all people, had fallen in love. Wait, you love someone. Who? Mirai, keeping it cool. I'll tell you in time, but right now, I need your help. He wanted to learn everything about Hito Tutus, because clearly, that's the man he's up against. Not a real person, but a 2D anime ninja boyfriend. The girls agreed, but only under one condition. Mirai had to cosplay as Hito Tutus at the upcoming summer festival. Without hesitation, he agreed, because this wasn't just a crush anymore. This was war. He declared it right then and there. I'm going to fight Hito Tutus, the pixelated love rival, and win Tanaka's heart.